Hello, friends. Happy Hot Mess Express Foster Care Friday. I am back. I know that a lot of you guys noticed I did not post a video last week. That was actually my first time not posting a video, just missing the whole week since I started my channel. And I swear I have a good reason for it. We had a family emergency last week that unfortunately resulted in some injuries for some of our family members, along with one of our vehicles being totaled. And now we are on the hunt for a new vehicle, and we've been dealing with claims, insurance, rental cars, and all of that on top of working and having the two boys. So I had filmed a video for last week. When I did finally sit down to edit it, I decided that I absolutely hated it like a lot. So I just trashed it. And yeah, here we are. So I apologize for the no video last week. There was certainly an explanation for it. A car is just a car, so we are fine. The people who did sustain injuries, I'm not going to say who they were just because there's a lot of people that know us and know our family who follow the channel, and I didn't get explicit consent from them for sharing that information. But there were some injuries that are being followed up on, but everybody is alive and not in the hospital. So that's kind of the biggest piece of that. But yeah, I'm back. I am on the floor of my children's room because that's how we do in the Hot Mess Express. And I just wanted to briefly touch in, November is National Adoption Awareness Month, and I wanted to make sure that I spoke about it during the month of November. Now if you follow our channel, you know that we don't have any adopted children yet, but one of our placements currently is a pre-adoptive placement, and unless something crazy happens, we should be able to adopt him. Of course, nothing's official till it's official with foster care, but we are on the road to adoption, and our other placement, reunification, is still in his case plan. So that'll go where the universe is going to take that, and that's perfectly fine. So real quick, I'll give you an introduction. Real quick, I will give you an introduction if this is the first video of mine that you are seeing and you are new here. My name is Anna Leonora, and together with my husband, Jason, we are foster parents in real life. And here on my channel, From the Fosters, we do foster parenting life together, and that includes all the hot mess parts of being a parent and a foster parent. And we also raise awareness for the foster care system. So if any of that interests you, then please consider subscribing to my channel down below. You can hit your post notification bell so that you won't miss when I post any new videos like this. And yeah, so you can join my growing family here on YouTube. So yes, you guys, November is National Adoption Awareness Month. And you can adopt from foster care. I have done a video titled, gosh, what did I title it? I think I titled it like Foster Care versus Adoption or something like that. It's on my channel. If I remember, I'll link it down below, but it's on there if you feel like looking at it. And it kind of discusses the differences between fostering and adopting. And it also touches on the fact that you can adopt from foster care. So in the United States, there's anywhere over, I want to say 100,000. I'll try to look that number up and insert it right here if I can remember. But there's usually over 100,000 children, I think, in foster care whose parents' rights have been terminated and they are just awaiting adoption. So if adoption is something you want to do and you don't mind the prospect of adopting an older child, now that doesn't mean all the children are older. There are certainly some toddlers and babies that get adopted from foster care. But usually the average age of the children waiting to be adopted, I think, is 8 years old nationally from foster care. But adoption from foster care is free. It is funded by the government. So you will not pay for lawyer's fees. You will be appointed a lawyer, but you will not pay for lawyer's fees. You won't pay for any of the adoption court fees, none of that. It is taken care of by the government. So if you want to adopt and you don't have the money for a private domestic adoption or an international adoption, it's certainly a way to go. Now, people sometimes get scared about adopting from foster care, that they would have to foster an unknown number of children before an adoptive case comes up. And while you can be a foster to adopt parent, and you can be a foster parent and have cases come up for adoption, you also can just adopt from foster care. Now, you do have to become a licensed foster parent. You have to take the classes, do the background check, the home studies, all of that. But typically, if you go through a private agency, now it's different if you go directly through DSS. I recommend going directly through DSS if you want to foster, especially if you want younger children, because the reality is DSS fills their homes first, and a lot of people want the younger children. But if you only want to adopt, then I recommend going through a private agency. And they can match you, once you are a licensed foster parent, with children whose parents' rights have already been terminated, and these children are legally free and clear for adoption. Now, every state has their own laws and rules about time frame. I believe in my state, in the state of North Carolina, you do have to foster the child for 6 months before you can actually adopt them. But if their parents' rights have already been terminated, then they're very low risk, we call it, of you losing that child to kinship or someone else. If their parents' rights are terminated, that's permanent. Those parents cannot get those rights back. So the only thing that may come up is a kinship member may step forward, but usually by that point in time, if kinship has not come forward, unfortunately, usually they're not going to at that point. So you can strictly adopt from foster care. You do have to foster them for 6 months, which just means they're living in your home. You're having the social workers come check on you and do your monthly home visits and things like that, just to make sure it's the right fit. Because what they really don't want to happen is they don't want you to adopt the child and then get a couple months down the road and decide that it's just not the right fit for you, and then have to sign your rights over, find them a new adoptive home, and just, that is far more trauma for these children. So they do like you to foster them first. In North Carolina, like I said, it's 6 months. I'm not sure about other states, but yeah, I just wanted to hop on real quick and raise a little bit of awareness. You can adopt from foster care. There are so many children in foster care awaiting forever families, and if you have the heart to adopt, I know the idea of adopting an older child can be kind of scary for people, but the reality is that they're still kids and they want love, safety, and stability just like any other child. So if you have the space in your heart and home, then you should consider it. So while I am not yet an adoptive mom, I am celebrating Adoption Awareness Month. Sorry, I'm looking at my cat. He's grooming himself down here, being super cute. But I am celebrating Adoption Awareness Month because I do have a pre-adoptive placement, and I do have hopes and desires to adopt and be an adoptive mom at some point in time. So if you have an adopted child, if you are an adoptee, whether a child or an adult, if you know people who are adopting, if you know people who are becoming foster parents, or you yourself are interested in becoming a foster parent, please consider liking this video, subscribe to my channel down below, hit my post notification bell. Also, if you enjoy watching me, I do post daily, usually multiple times a day on my TikTok. That information, I'll try to put my handle here, and it's always down in my description box below. But yeah, I'm on TikTok daily. It's not all fostering. It's a little bit of fostering, a little bit of my witchy stuff, a little bit of parenting in general. So it's kind of a hodgepodge of content there. But I do post daily on TikTok. So if you want to see more of us, you're welcome to go follow me there. Otherwise, that's all. Quick little video today, just bringing awareness to adoption, and adoption specifically from foster care, because it is National Adoption Awareness Month. So thank you, my beautiful friends, for coming and checking in on me today. I'm going to see if I can snag my kitty so that you can see him before I hop off of here. So give me just a second. Oh, look at that handsome boy. Say hi to the people. Say hi to the... Oh, look at that. He's so handsome. You good boy. You're not gonna make any trouble today? He's like, Mom, let me go. Let me go. Okay. That was Baby, or Edward Scissorhands. We call him Baby because he's the baby of the pack. He was a kitten last fall, so he's been mostly raised in quarantine, and now he's an incredibly spoiled brat. So, because he's used to mommy working from home every day. So he's going to be a real joy when I go back into the office. But anyway, now he's biting me. Thanks for checking in. I hope that you all are doing well, and I hope you all continue to go out and shine your light into the world. And until next week, bye, friends.